No, bro. Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Live Show. It is a Sunday night, and you know what that means. It is time for our review series of HBO's The Last of Us Season 2, and today we're kicking it off with our review of Season 2, Episode 1. As always, this is Nerd Chicana here to host the show, alongside my wonderful co-host, Brad Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a wonderful, wonderful Sunday night.
The feeling is right.
We haven't really done that in a while.
No, we haven't done a Sunday review in a long time.
No.
Yeah, since House of the Dragon?
Probably.
Yeah, I would say like a constant review series for Sunday nights would probably
we've had the moments where it's like, I'm not going to be here Saturday, so we push back Sunday. But
yeah, but like where I'm saying, like, you know,
for an
every Sunday
show.
night. Yeah, an active show on a Sunday night, yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't had that since the last HBO show, which was probably House of the Dragon Season 3.
Yeah.
Or Season 2. So, before I can go ahead and get into today's review, as always, live on Twitch, YouTube, and on Kick. If you're watching on a replay, thank you so much. Drop down right now in the comments. If you're on YouTube, tell us what you thought about today's episode. And tell us, just tell us hi. We would like to talk with you guys. But before we can go ahead and get into today's review, Brad, how are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. I'm sore today. So I had 49 vine plants that I put into pots.
The hell?
Yeah. So I ordered vine plants because I'm gonna do a small vineyard, and so I had to take them out of the box and put them into pots until I'm ready to plant them next year. So we did that, and now we're pressing apples because we had like a couple pounds of apples. We're gonna make a gallon of apple wine. So yeah, and then after I get off this, we'll be making mead. So
The fuck is that?
mead, it's like honey wine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here's the important question, Brad. Why?
Why not? And yesterday we bottled pomegranate wine that we've been waiting to bottle. So had 28 bottles of that. Had about 6 gallons of pomegranate wine.
Yeah. Nerdcore branded box wine, you say?
Box wine.
I don't know about that, Stacey. Brad's got to take care of all that. I don't got to deal with that. That's all. Brad's the one over here doing all this shit, man. Like,
That'll work.
yeah. The fuck? Why? I don't get why. Like, you just go buy a bottle, Brad.
You don't drink either. So.
Yeah. But tell me what is the difference economically between this and just going and buying a bottle?
There's no saving money.
No, there is no saving money. So why the fuck are you doing it?
There is the internal feeling of making something yourself and it working out. So that's the whole thing. Because
like at least with my meal prep, right? Like I save money. I don't have to buy what's it called food out.
Yeah.
You know. But like with you, I'm like,
there's not really saving money.
You're not really saving money here, Brad. What's the difference between just buying a goddamn bottle of wine?
It's your own, so
yeah.
and it's something me and my wife enjoy making.
True.
So it's kind of like that. So she kind of enjoys, figuring stuff out in the taste wise, and then how we change that for future bottles. So there's an art to it.
Yeah, I suppose so. All right.
But economically, no. It has not saved me any money, really. I don't know, but we made 28 bottles of wine, so yeah. maybe it does in the long run, but really, probably not.
Brad makes wine. He also makes pizzas. What else can you ask for? And his cholesterol is just fine.
Fuck about genetics, bro.
Yeah.
It's all just genetics.
But me? I eat a pizza and I gotta worry about whether my fucking arteries are gonna get clogged anytime soon.
Sorry, brother.
Yeah. But Brad, I had a very lazy Sunday today. It's not alcoholism, it's a hobby. Exactly, Brad. Exactly, Stacey.
Here's how you know I'm not an alcoholic. Is because I have bottles that have not been drunk.
Yeah, true. So, Where was I going with this? I had a very lazy Sunday today, Brad. Woke up, took dogs out, and I haven't gone to the gym today. I've been feeling like tired as shit today. First of all, I'm feeling it in my shoulders today. Like,
Dude,
and my traps, my fucking traps, I feel them.
If you've had good workouts, like you need a day sometimes for your muscles to be able to come back the next day, and because if you work out too much, that could be injury. You could get injury prone. And
I try to do 4 to 5 days a week, so I hit my 4 to 5 this week.
I mean, most people say 3 days, but 4 to 5, if you can manage that shit's good.
Yeah.
Today I'm not gonna work out because I was in the yard getting dirt and walking big old buckets of dirt up for my vine plant, so I got to work out that way.
I thought you were about to say Viagra for some reason. I thought you were about to say Viagra.
No. I'm not to that point yet. I'm not that old.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, I'm feeling my fucking traps, my fucking shoulders. But other than that, I just had a really lazy Sunday. I wanted to edit, and I still didn't edit. But I did schedule the episodes to drop for the podcast. So
yeah. So Tuesday we'll do Platoon. I just didn't have time today. And tomorrow.
What about yesterday?
No.
What did you do yesterday?
What did I do yesterday?
After we got done.
We were bottling the pomegranate wine. That's what we were doing. Yep. But tomorrow's also Brenda's birthday.
Ooh, happy early birthday, Brenda.
I'll have to let her know you said that.
Yeah. Yeah, happy early birthday, Brenda. I'll make sure I'll tell her. I'll tell you to tell her happy birthday tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, man, other than that, just pretty lazy. Watch this episode.
Did I freeze or did he freeze? Stacy, did I freeze or did he freeze? I think he froze. He opened IMDb, probably. Give it about 30 seconds, guys. He's in the thinking position. Mirrors. Quite. These shit's on my internet. What the hell? Maybe it is my internet. I don't know. No, not me. I don't know what happened to you.
I have no idea.
Did you open IMDb again?
No, I already had IMDb open.
I don't know what to tell
I love how the question is always if I open IMDb. Which there's a lot of people who wouldn't believe me when I say that IMDb is the reason that happens sometimes.
I am deep freeze.
Yeah. I said Nola keeps on pissing in my room, but her daddy's coming back soon. So the only one who will be allowed in my room is Maya because Maya doesn't pee in my room.
I think our internet just switched.
Fuck if I know, bro.
Now you got 2 bars.
I don't fucking know, dude.
It's infectious. Just bad internet.
I have no idea, dude. I'm just...
Let's
do this thing, Brad. Yeah. So, if you haven't watched the first episode of Season 2 of The Last of Us, you should probably get out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers, or you've already seen the episode, go ahead and stay. This is your one and only spoiler warning, and it is in effect after these words from our sponsors in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Today's episode of the Nerdcore Live Show is brought to you by SeatGeek. Whether you want to see your favorite band, sports team, or comedian, SeatGeek has you covered. We're proud to be partnering with SeatGeek to offer you $10 off with code TheNerdCore. That's $10 off your first order at SeatGeek.com with code THENERDCORPS. So take a seat at your next live event with SeatGeek. Thank you. Now let's get back to today's video. All right, Brad.
Tell me
Last
about
of
this
Us
episode.
Yeah. Last of Us Season 2, Episode 1, titled Future Days. The episode has no synopsis at the moment because it literally just, premiered?
Just dropped.
Yeah.
Yep.
Directed by Craig Mazin and based on the PlayStation Studios video game written by Neil Druckmann. Created for television by Craig Mazin and Neil Druckmann. And written for television by Craig Mazin. And the writer is Hallie Wegrin Gross.
Okay, I gotta ask this, because I've never played the video game. Are we in the Last of Us 2?
Yes, this is part 2. Yeah. Season 1 was the first game.
And then
Season
now we're in
2,
the second game?
Season 2 is half of the second game. Season 3 will be the other half of the second game.
Got it. Okay.
Uh-huh. The cast for this episode is Pedro Pascal, Bella Ramsey, Gabriel Luna, and then we have Ezra Benedict Agbonse, Ben Alls, Ahlers,
What?
Ahlers. Allers? Yeah, Ben Allers.
There you go.
Ariela Barrer, Robert John Burke, Caitlin Deaver, Tati Gabriel, Noah Lamana, Spencer Lord, Young Manzino, yeah, Isabella Merced, Finn McCagger, Catherine O'Hara, and a lot of other people. Danny Ramirez, yeah. A lot more people are in this too. As you can tell, it's a big show.
You ever just get weird ads that you can't explain?
Why?
Because I'm on like the Wrap MSN reading about the Last of Us Season 2 release guide. And the ad is rat foil around doorknobs when alone. Here's why. And it's like, no.
Yeah. Okay.
If they want to kill me, they'll just kill me.
Highly doubt there's trivia, but I will double check it in case somebody with autism acted fast, which,
the bear wasn't real.
Caitlin Deaver was a popular fan cast for Ellie and had originally auditioned to play her, but was deemed too old. Later on, she would later be cast as Abby in a full circle casting choice.
Oh shit! Now you really got a villain gunning for you.
Yeah. During an interview with Josh Hurwitz on his Happy Sad Confused podcast, Isabella Merced revealed that Caitlin Deaver was given extra security on set. Abby remains a controversial character from the games, and as Merced explains, this makes Deaver herself a target. To head off any potential threats, it was ensured that the actor had some extra protection. There are people that actually genuinely hate Abby, who is not a real person. Just a reminder, not a real person. And so Caitlin had to be extra secured by security when it came to filming of this.
Ain't that bad when you gotta put that out there? Like, it's not a real person.
Yeah.
This didn't happen.
As a dance, Dina is dressed very similarly to her character in the game. Yep. It's pretty much exactly the same outfit from the game. While in the grocery store, Ellie sees a dog's photo as Employee of the Month for July. This is in reference to the game where Ellie uses this clue to open a safe. Yeah. Yeah. What's it called? When Ellie and Dina are investigating in the grocery store, Ellie uses a glass bottle to distract a clicker. This is a strategy used in the games as well. Yeah. Okay, so man, some of y'all work fast. Okay. I am going to stay, mindset of, I'm watching this, no prior, I have prior knowledge of the game, right, but like, I'm not going to try to jump ahead here,
For all those of us that haven't played the game.
Yeah, who haven't played the game, you don't know, you're watching this as somebody who's ever played the game. I'm going to try to stick with what happens in this episode. I'm not going to jump ahead here. We're thrown right back into it. The first moment of this episode is going back to the ending of season 1, episode 9, where it's episode season 1, where of course Ellie tries to see if Joel is telling the truth about whether anything could have been done to make a cure. And of course, if you watched last season, you know that Joel told her that no, she wasn't immune. That like apparently like it didn't match up, like they couldn't do anything with her blood and whatnot. And
plus Joel killed everyone.
Joel killed the doctors and everything. And
I couldn't find a cure then.
But yeah, that's
oops.
Joel. But Ellie doesn't know that.
Yeah.
Ellie doesn't know that. Well, Ellie doesn't know that in order to make the cure, they had to kill her. So, right, going into this episode is very much based on Joel's decision. that he made for Ellie. That Ellie had no say in, that he made for Ellie. I'd say good episode. I like where we kind of brought ourselves back in. Do not like the casting for Abby, but the RFK message.
How can you not like the casting for Abby? We literally just had Abby on screen for like 2 minutes.
Physically, the casting for Abby. Brad,
is it way different?
yes.
Okay.
Abby is jacked as fuck in the game.
Oh.
So, but I don't like the
casting.
casting.
Are we talking like China jacked or like
yeah,
Yeah,
like China jacked, bro. Like swole.
Ripley, like
like swole. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Like not like Jordan Gray swole, Brad,
Yeah.
but Rhea Ripley and China, where she's got muscle on her.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Yeah. But I am open to see how the performance itself, goes, but not a fan of the fact that she doesn't have any muscle on her and doesn't physically represent Abby. But thought this was a really good episode. I'm going to go ahead and open it for you, Brad. What are your initial thoughts on Season 2, Episode 1?
See, and I have no prior knowledge because I never played the games. So to me, it was just like, wow, this is a pretty good actress. She's pissed.
Yeah.
That's all
I would not, what's it called, search up anything until the season is over, Brad.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. I like how we kind of get right back into it, even though it's like 5 years later. And it shows how, I guess, the Joel and Ellie's lack of communication, and just she's going through being 19, and he's going through, the first time having basically a daughter. Going through 19, and they're both having a really hard time at it. To the point where he's seeing a therapist or a psychotherapist, which also was one of the best scenes of the show, I thought, just because. Damn, okay. Even the psychotherapist is throwing it out there at Joel that he's kind of a shit. But overall, like, I like the episode. I like where they're going with this. Not like a whole lot of action, but also they're teasing that, they're mutating.
Yeah. Yep. Which is really interesting.
They're evolving.
They're evolving. Like, because so when they go into the grocery store, one of the zombies that's in there is like not just automatically like running towards Ellie. It starts
hiding.
to hide and takes cover. So it's like, it's very interesting, right? Because it's like, oh crap! Like, are the zombies becoming smarter?
Yeah, or something to that effect. And then you also have the presence of those roots in that pipe, which makes me think
the cordyceps.
Yeah, they found them. They're going to be headed that way. And if they've evolved to having that kind of intelligence, that town's screwed.
Yep. Yep. So that was the kind of the tease at the end.
Well, and then you had that, and then you also have the people that have been looking for them for 5 years to kill them, or at least Joel.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Abby and Owen.
What are the rest of the Fireflies?
Yeah, this group of Fireflies. So I really, really was looking forward to seeing Isabella Merced as Dina. I really like Dina, the character, and I wanted to see what she would bring to this character, and I specifically wanted to see her chemistry with Bella as Ellie. And man, I have to say, just from this first episode, I love the chemistry between these two.
Yeah, I think
they have
very
it.
Well.
It worked really well with each other. Feels very much like the game, the dialogue between them in the game. So I really like that. So
I just feel like Joel can't make a right move in any case. It kind of proves at the dance, like, Ellie says that she doesn't want his help.
Yeah.
And all he wants to do is like keep her safe and be a father figure, and he's just losing.
Yeah. Well, and everybody, she reminds him through her actions, right? But even the therapist tells him, you're not her father.
Yeah.
And it's like, even though, metaphorically, and what they've been through in these last 5 years together, that is her father.
The closest
But
thing she'll
literally,
probably have.
yeah, literally, that's not your child,
No,
man.
and he wants to try and help and fix things, and she just doesn't want that.
No,
At least she doesn't think she wants that.
yeah, and of course, the fact that this decision that Joel made without, her okaying it and everything, it's put a big strain in the relationship.
Yeah, but also the Fireflies didn't ask her either. I don't think they offered up that information, right?
No,
That
they
she would
didn't
have
tell
to-
her. They were just
Yeah.
like, what's it called? They were just like, hey, we're gonna try to see if we can make a cure with you. And I mean, the whole basis of that first season and the first game, of course, was to deliver Ellie to the Fireflies to see if something could be done to make a vaccine out of
Yeah.
her.
So to me, it's like they were trying to go a backhanded way, also.
Yeah. Well, and of course, what some people will argue as well is like, well, the chances weren't even that high that Ellie would have been the one to make the cure out of.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, then if Joel would have let them kill Abby, I'm sorry, would have let them kill Ellie. Sorry, I'm still thinking about Abby. If Joel would have let them kill Ellie, she would have died for nothing. And it's just, but like, once again, that is a decision that Joel made for Ellie, and Ellie didn't get to make that decision. If I can, I'll go escort these green little alien merchandise opportunities around from now on. Oh man. Yeah, it's a very, very tough decision that he made for her. And it's obviously put a massive strain in that relationship where she's living in the freaking shed.
I just feel like Joel's not like getting along with anyone in this town.
No.
That
no.
is the feeling I. When you're like own therapist.
Well, he killed his therapist's husband, bro.
Yeah, no, I get that. Like, but at the same time, it's like, lady, like you're not doing him any favors either.
Which is massively unethical. What's it called? Decision that
Yeah,
she
but
made, taking him as a client, even
yeah.
after they have personal.
And then drinking
history.
in their session, also, or before their session, during their session.
Yeah.
But I found it hilarious. It's just like she just goes off on him, and then she's like, "Well, we can move on." And now, what do you want to talk? I'd be like, "Fuck you,
lady, I think you need therapy."
Yeah, like fuck you, I'm out.
Yeah.
I want my weed back.
Well, and then she, obviously, what's it called? Trying to see if Joel can like talk about what he's hiding from her, and it's like,
No, he can't.
I mean, he wasn't lying when he said he saved her.
No, I mean, yeah, but he's also not telling the complete truth.
Well, because he knows if he tells her the truth, they know that Ellie's immune.
Yeah.
And that would
Open up a whole
massive can of worms where they would, try to maybe get Ellie sent to see if they can make another cure out of her. But
yeah.
I mean, also, I do that when to kill the doctor who was leading the trial. So
Also, I'm wondering how many times Ellie has been bit at this point.
That we know of twice, because the one on her arm, right? That she's got tattooed over, and now the one on her stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Which, geez, man, like she decides to make a bigger cut out of it. I guess to make it look like she didn't get bit,
Like another injury.
like just another injury. But I'm like, oh, she was doing that. That shit hurt, bro. Like I was like, oh my god, that looks like it hurts like a motherfucker,
Yeah,
dude.
but that's still better than getting found out.
Yeah,
that you got bit.
yeah,
I have to explain that one away.
yeah. I like who they chose as Jesse. He very much reminds me of Jesse. So that's great. I think I might be wrong here. I need to check. I don't know if that is actually the guy who plays him who voices him. Does he? No, he doesn't. Okay. But man, dude, I like who they chose for Jesse. I'm excited to see what he does with the character. Brad, what'd you think about the scene in the dance scene?
I thought that was
I love the way they lit that, by the way.
Yeah, that was really great the way they lit that and just the overall. Because again, it puts that strain on that Joel relationship.
Yeah.
Again, Joel can do no right in Ellie's eyes.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he's just trying to protect her, and she's like, she doesn't want it, she doesn't need it. But overall, I thought I like the chemistry between them two because when they're dancing, because Ellie I don't think Ellie knew.
I don't think Ellie knew that, right?
Yeah.
Like, no, she doesn't know that Dina likes girls too.
Yeah.
Which is really funny when Dina brings up like, oh, you like that other girl's like she's the only other one here. Like, and he's like, what do you mean other one? Oh man.
And Ellie's just like, nah, man, I ain't going back to that.
Yeah. No, I'm good. But I love that scene. The only thing different was like, so the line that dude tells her, like when he calls her, you know what he calls her? Yeah, that was a longer line. Because what's it called?
There was more than one word.
No, there was more than one word. Like he tells him, like he tells him like, oh, that's what we need around here, another angry, like that. And I'm like, oh, okay. So when he just goes fucking, like, I was like, okay, it's not as like powerful as that original line, but it still very much got the point across. Pretty.
Yeah. I mean, in a church, this is a family event.
Yeah.
It's like, calm down now. You got fucking zombies everywhere. What the fuck?
It's like, come on, dude.
You're worried about?
You're worrying about a girl kissing a girl, bro? You got fucking zombies out here.
Yeah.
You got a kid who's saying like, oh, we got to shoot monsters. Like, you got kids growing up that there's like a very big threat here that they need to kill.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. You're training these kids to become killers. Like, yeah, like, holy shit. Like, and you're worried about a girl kissing a girl?
Survive in what is basically the apocalypse in a way.
Yeah. Yeah. But other than that, Brad, what else? I don't think there is much else. You did see the relationship between Tommy and also Ellie, when they're just out shooting. Which, by the way, that scene in the game is like a practice scene.
Yeah.
Where you're trying to learn how to use that gun.
Okay.
Yeah, it took me a fuck ton of tries to get that. When he's like, hey, make sure you aim it correctly because there's a drop-off with the bullets. I'm like, bro, it took me fucking forever to get that shit.
You gotta aim higher. Aim higher.
Yeah, you're telling me? I fucking knew that. And I still couldn't get that shit.
Well, she shot one in the leg, so I mean.
Yeah. Well, she didn't get a headshot. I ended up getting a headshot, but Brad, so far good start to the season.
So it's following close to the video game, is what you're saying?
Well,
Kinda?
Yeah. We'll see.
Other than we don't have China Abby.
Yeah, we don't have China Abby, bro. Like, yeah, I would look up Abby once this season's done, Brad.
Okay.
Look her up, and you're gonna be like, yeah, Caitlin Deaver does not look anything like Abby. But we'll see where we go from here. The whole like season trailer that they showed at the end looks pretty good. Looks like we're heading towards some pretty juicy stuff here. And I hope to see that maybe Ellie and Joel do kind of mend that relationship. And I'm very interested to see where we go in the rest of the season, man. Brad, what is your final verdict on season 2, episode 1?
I'm gonna give a little room for it to run, but I liked it. I mean, I'm kind of excited to see what the rest of the season holds. So I'm going to start off with an 8.75 out of 10. I would start off with that, give it a little room to run. I think it started out really well.
I'm coming in a little bit lower than you, Brad. I'm going to go ahead and give this an 8.25. I think this was a really good start, but not perfect. And I think we're still got some room to go. I did find it interesting that, that we did get to see a scene where they're kind of inside their little mini government inside of the, which is something that I wasn't expecting them to pull out. Also, I love that they were kind of giving the side eye to to Tommy. They were like, "What do you mean? Like, why can't they go instead of like?" It's like, yeah.
Fine.
It's like, Tommy, say what you want, bro. You want me to say it because they're girls. Yeah, but
little shame there.
yeah, meeting adjourned though, and that means review adjourned because we're done with this, and we're done. We're concluding our review of season 2, episode 1. Thank you guys so much for joining us. As always, keep up to date with us on nerdcore.com, Twitter at the Nerdcore, Instagram at the Nerdcore, Letterboxd at the Nerdcore, TikTok at the Nerdcore, Patreon.com/Nerdcore. And of course, Discord link is in the description below. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube, leave a like on the video, and also click the notification bell so you don't miss another review of the Josh Allen channel. 1 out of 10, not like the game at all. Of course, the game I was thinking of was Pac-Man.
Waka, 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 waka.
Yeah. If you're listening to us on your favorite podcast app of choice, make sure you follow us on that app. All that would help us out so much. And leave a 5-star review. That would help us. And, of course, thank you to our patrons. Without them, it's not possible. Thank you guys so much for keeping us in check here and keeping us up. We would appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys so much. And for now, that's all we got for you guys today. Every Sunday, expect us for some Last of Us. Next week, I have a wedding. I will not be back in town until Sunday. So Sunday will be 2 reviews in one day. We'll have an episode for Daredevil Born Again, and we'll have an episode for The Last of Us Part 2. Season 2.
Cool.
So, but other than that, you'll see us again on Patreon on Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Central Time. For $1 a month, you're going to get our review of Platoon live early and ad-free. And then that'll go up for everybody on Thursday. On Thursday. And then from there, we'll have more stuff this week. But other than that, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And I hope to see you guys back next week when we do Season 2, Episode 2 on Sunday. But for now, Brad, set them out.
All right, Roll. Thank you for being host as always. Thank you to Stacy for joining us in chat. Thank you to all our listeners out there, all our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, be careful where you step because you might fall through like 4 floors in a grocery store. What grocery store has 4 floors? What the hell? Young Yoda out.